To access Google Custom Search, you can type in cse.google.com in your web browser. From here, if you haven't ever done a custom search before, it might bring you to another page. Because I have, I'm going to click on the Add button. Now might be the page that comes up first. On this page, you can enter specific websites you would like students to find information on. For instance, I have students in my chemistry class complete a web quest about atomic history at one point in the year. There are lots of scientists involved in our current understanding of the atom, and just having students research the scientists can prove to be daunting for them because different scientists are credited for multiple ideas. If I want to create a custom search for this web quest, I can input websites that have information about the specific scientists on the web quest, while making sure students steer clear of sites like Wikipedia that might not provide the most accurate information. If I were to create a custom search for this web quest, I would want to start by finding quality websites to include. Depending on what you're using your custom search for, you may already have a list of websites to use, or you may have to look some up for this. I found several prior to doing this video that include several scientists involved in the atom's history to use for this particular custom search. So from here, all I have to do is go to a website that I want included in the custom search, copy the website address, and paste it or input it under Sites to Search. When one website is added, another box will pop up so that you can continue to add websites until all of the ones you want to include are listed. So I'm going to copy and paste the rest of my websites for my custom search. And I'm only doing 3 here. You can do 20, you can do 30. It just depends on how many you need for your particular scenario. Now once I have copied and pasted all of the websites I want to include in my custom search, I can choose a language for the search. This is nice for teachers with ESL students. You have the chance to use the search in another language if you set it that way. You can also change the name of the search engine so that you know which activity or project the search engine is for. So in my case, since this is for my Atomic History web quest, I'm just going to type that in as the name. And then once I have that typed in, I'm going to click Create. Now, it's going to provide you with a few ways of displaying your custom search. One of those ways is through your own Google site, and you can get a code to embed into that Google site, or you can just go and view it on the web, and that will give you a URL. You can also modify your search engine at this point to add or remove websites through the control panel as well. Now typically I would include this custom search on my Google site for my students to easily access since they use that site on a regular basis and all assignments are posted there. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to click on the link to view it on the web. And when I click that, it comes up with just a search engine on the next page. When students are working on this web quest, one of the scientists listed is John Dalton. So if I try out my custom search and I type in his name into the search engine and I click search, it comes up with several websites that pop up. Now the first few websites in my case are ads, so you want to make sure if your students are working on this not on a school linked Google account that you tell them that those ads are not part of the custom search. You have to actually scroll down. So in my case, 2 of the 3 websites included in my custom search contain information about John Dalton. So in this case, if I create this Google site or this custom search and I only want students to find John Dalton in a particular amount of those websites, I can set it that way so that they don't have to look through 30 websites. From here, the students can simply click on one of those websites, find the information about John Dalton and his contribution to the atom, and then click on the next one and do the same. So in this custom search, I only included 3 websites, and it just so happened that John Dalton was found in 2 of the 3. The advantage of using the custom search function is that if I included 20 websites on the custom search, maybe 3 or 4 might include information about John Dalton. Rather than having students look through 20 websites in a list to find which ones have information about a particular scientist, they can narrow down the search results to only the websites that have information of relevance to that particular scientist. As a science teacher that loves to do projects in my classes, I think Google Custom Search is one of the search components that I use the most. I teach high school students, but some of my lower level students need a bit more guidance when it comes to finding answers for a web quest or finding quality websites for projects like research projects such as finding unique plants or finding specific information about mammals. So hopefully this tutorial has helped you understand how to use and implement custom search in your classroom as well.